I'm fine. But I mean, I always wonder too. It's like.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
I'm Director of Publicity, and it covers pretty much everything.
Everything I was going to say.
Today is going to be running around wrapping things up. We got the panel for the directors this morning, and we've got Nicole Kidman tonight, and we have a lot of big films playing today too, so we have to kind of have a presence with them as well. And in between all the nooks and crannies, we'll be writing the winner's release. Great job, Carol. I was born in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Early childhood in Indianapolis, and been here since '70.
What brought you out?
My parents.
Yeah?
They threw 7 of us in the van and drove across country.
Oh my god.
It was a frightening experience, especially if you saw how my dad drove. In high school, I took business classes, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. And that summer after high school, I was completely bored out of my mind. So I went to business school and learned. I was originally going to go into business law, and I interned at the law office, and it was awful. And so I immediately changed over to the executive side. When I graduated, literally my first interview, I got hired. And it was a commercial finance company. One of my bosses at that company had always wanted to get into entertainment. He would like hide the trades inside the Wall Street Journal. And so when he left, he got a job at a PR firm, and he took me with him.
And this was sort of personal PR as opposed to...
It was Salters, Roskin, Friedman.
Okay.
This was Lee Salters in his heyday.
Okay.
We worked with like Frank Sinatra, Caesar's Palace, the Grammys, Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus. It was definitely a good learning experience for sure. I was there for 3 years.
Yep.
And I loved it. I mean, I never knew it existed, actually. This kind of business.
Yep.
I had no awareness of it whatsoever. And, but yeah, I knew it was what I wanted to do pretty much immediately. And then when my boss at that time moved over, he got hired by PMK, and I went with him there too.
Okay.
And I was there for 24 years. I did a lot of film publicity. I worked on all of Woody Allen's films.
Oh, wow.
Mike Nichols' films, Albert Brooks, and I worked with people like, I worked with Robert Redford for a long time.
Wow.
Meryl Streep. Jimmy Smits, who's still my client today.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people. I can't even think of them all.
When did you sort of go rogue, for lack of a...
6 years this coming May.
And so it's now called, it's the Carol Marshall Company?
Carol Marshall Public Relations.
Public Relations. And what, is it the same sort of focus, or is it kind of different?
Yeah, well, it's not different in the sense I do all entertainment clients, but I've always liked to have a little bit of, something in every genre. I have music clients, I have events, I have individuals, directors. Festivals. A visual effects house.
Yeah.
And I still kind of dabble in films too, but not as aggressively as I used to.
How did you come to be involved with Santa Barbara?
21 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Phyllis DiPiccioto, who's helped found the festival, she hired me.
Guys.
Friends with her daughter.
Oh.
Her daughter was head of publicity at the Samuel Goldwyn Company.
Okay.
Who we worked with a lot.
Yeah.
So, and at the time I had no idea what a film festival was.
Oh my
I
gosh.
sort of faked my way through.
Later than last time.
Yeah, no, he was here last week. Deborah?
Yes.
Let you have a seat right here. So you have a seat in the middle. And Darren and Lee, why don't you come and replace her? A message for you. Okay. Wait, hold your cup, right? Becky, why don't you start? And then
One more meeting, 17 more.
oh, Rick, you need it too.
Thank you.
One more down.
That is the wall. That's it. That's it. Oh,
He's doing it.
make it start.
How do you manage to stay calm on with so much stress and such little sleep? What's the secret?
There is no secret.
Who you are?
Just do it. I mean, I'm a very patient person and have a very high tolerance for pretty much anything, with few exceptions. I did have my meltdown earlier last week.
Did you?
Well, you know, five events in a row.
Yeah.
It was it took its toll. Suffice it to say, there was an immense amount of pressure on one of the nights, and I got upset, and I just had really a difficult time containing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just so overtired at that point that there was just no no turning back.
Sure. Do you get to see your friends and your husband and stuff during festivals like this, or is it just like a week and a half of going away?
No, my husband's up here, but I still don't see him that much. But, you know, he'll check in on me periodically, and we'll go to movies. But, you know, it's a lot of work. And even when I get back to my hotel room, I'm not stopping. I'm still emailing things and organizing. And
So when do you... We've been with you since 8:30, but when did you wake up this morning?
I woke up at 6:30.
And we're going to be with you through Nicole tonight, but so I don't know if they have a party after that or anything.
They do.
So when does that end, probably?
That usually ends, I mean, depends on, you know, a few things.
Right.
But usually around midnight. Then I go back to the hotel, and we send out one last email blast for announcing the footage being available on the FTP site. So it's a long day.
It's a long day.
And then, you know, the things that I'm doing today is preparing really for tomorrow. Because we have our press conference in the morning.
To announce the winners.
To announce the film winners. And then we have to break down the office and prepare for tomorrow night.
Look.
I'm doing this whole other
Okay,
row.
good.
I just don't appreciate the people that
Carol, do you want to do one without your lanyard, or? There we go. 1, 2, 3. I love how I'm always.
I found out that you can volunteer, and I was like, oh wow, because I was kind of new to Santa Barbara at the time. And then when I met Carol, she's absolutely a doll. I mean, you know, she has to be firm when she has to, but she's actually a sweet, sweet lady. I just adore her and her whole crew from LA. It's just, I feel family here, and that's why I think I keep on coming back.
I used to be her intern at the Santa Barbara Film Festival. It was 2004.
I interned with Carol at the Santa Barbara Film Festival for 4 years. Wow. So I've known her for quite a long time.
She's really nice to me. She's great.
She's fantastic. I think she's great at what she does, and everyone here at the festival and in Santa Barbara loves her.
From the staff to the filmmakers to everybody else that she works with.
I've been working with her since she's been up in Santa Barbara. She's the best as far as I'm concerned.
She's on it. She's like always multitasking, and she's got her finger on every button, and she's awesome. This is my 8th year working with her up here, and she's great to work with.
There always seems to be a little, something's going on over here, you know, you can get her attention if there's a little change when there's always a change, so it's nice to be able to, she's very approachable and there when you need help.
Carol Marshall and I go back almost 20 years now. Carol hired me, I think it was 1990, to shoot up to the film festival, humble little film festival. And as you can see, pan around. It got deep, it got large, it got big, it got bigger than any of us could have ever imagined. Carol and I started literally working out of Borders books and have progressed to our own hotels, per diems, and free snack food in the green room. Carol Marshall, I love you. Carol, come on. This is your creation.
Thanks, Carol.
Thank you.
Totally.
Carol, you're the best.